First of all, I have to say you look fantastic.
We have our Moana shirts here.
These are official.
John Lasseter, for every Disney animated feature, he likes to have an Aloha shirt or a Hawaiian shirt designed with the characters. And on this movie, he couldn't make up his mind, so there's actually 3 different shirts that are done. Our producer is wearing the 3rd one, each one designed by different artists at Disney that worked on the movie.
So we have to coordinate every morning to figure out, because we don't want to wear the same shirt. That would be
a fashion faux pas.
Yeah.
I'm here to...
Oh, of course. Yes. Now he always has time for his fans. When you use a bird to write with, it's called tweeting.
Thank you so much for another incredible Disney movie. I loved it. Everything, the music, the story, it was so beautiful.
Thank you. Thanks.
I would love to hear a little bit about the research you did for this movie, because it sounds like vacation research.
It would superficially seem like a vacation, but it actually wasn't. But it was about 5 years ago when we pitched the idea of the story set in Polynesia, because I'd been interested. I'd never been there, but it led me to read Polynesian mythology, and these stories were so interesting. Particularly this character Maui was a trickster and a shapeshifter, and he had magical tattoos, and he had a hook that he could pull up islands with. So I shared that with Ron. We pitched a story to John Lasseter. He loved the idea of setting a story in that world and that character, but that's where he said, you have to do more research. So we were forced to go to the islands. A very tough job.
We said, do we have to?
Yes, I see Katya nodding over there. Yes, we spent 3 weeks in the islands of Samoa, Fiji, Tahiti. Beautiful landscapes, but we wanted to do more than just take pictures and have a drink by the pool or whatever. We really wanted to connect to the people in the culture. So we went sailing on a boat like the one in the movie. It's called the Thamakau, Fijian outrigger, and Angel was the name of the navigator. He took us out and he talked about the ocean. He petted the ocean and said, you have to speak gently to this ocean. And he treated it like it was alive, like it had feelings and emotions. And he told us about the great navigational history they had there, how the Polynesians were before the Vikings were finding their way across the sea without any instruments, and talked about its connection to his ancestors. And many people throughout the islands told us things that really changed our point of view. And when we came back, we really Ron suggested, what if we build a story around Moana, this young girl who dreams of being a navigator? That's where she entered after the research trip, really. And then it was really all built around her.
So what can I say except you're welcome for the islands I pulled from the sea. There's no need to pray, it's okay, you're welcome. Ha, I guess it's just my way of being me.
Dwayne Johnson as Maui was mind-blowing. How did you get him to sing? Because I don't think he's ever done that before.
We didn't know if he sang too much, actually. Actually, when he was a wrestler, in his wrestling days, he would sing. When he would go to different cities, I think he would sing.
He would pull out a guitar and kind of diss the town that he was in. I'm getting out of here.
Really?
Yeah, he did, actually. But just throwaway music, kind of but Lin-Manuel Miranda was a fan who wrote the lyrics to the songs and wrote that song, was a fan of The Rock, and he knew those songs, and so he went back on YouTube and listened to them to see his range, how low and how high he could go. So when he wrote that song for Dwayne, he knew Dwayne would sing it. He kind of said, I'll fit it in this sort of space. And he did a great job. That is all him singing in the movie. That's all Dwayne.
Dwayne actually was not a tough sell for this movie because he's part Samoan. He's very close to his island roots. And he really, when we pitched the idea to him, he really wanted to be a part of this movie. And he was actually eager to sing as well. And he did a great job.
Yeah, he said, is this the song I'm going to sing at the Oscars? So we don't know if that's going to happen. But yeah, you're getting ahead of yourself, Dwayne. Yeah, right.
It's definitely stuck in my head. Like,
okay, well, yeah, it's very catchy. It's very catchy.
It's a beautiful song.
Look at that, mini Maui, just look at that. Well, anyway, let me say you're welcome for the wonderful world you know. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome.
One of my very close friends is an animator, and he worked with you on this movie, Morgan Kelly, and he told me...
How do you know Morgan?
We met at D23, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And he did a terrific job.
Yeah. Yes, I'm very proud of him. Yes. And he told me that at Disney Animation you have this caricature show.
We do.
And that you can like just draw people,
yes.
and that you participate. And sometimes they
yes.
don't even know that like
I
you.
know, yeah.
John,
it was my wife. My wife there was a librarian at Disney, and every month they would have an art show. And she said to me, "Why don't we do a show of caricatures?" So for like 30 years now, that was in 1979, the first one. So for a month, we have the artists, they don't caricature famous people, they caricature other people that work there. Mm-hmm. And so I do many, many caricatures.
He does the most of
I didn't do one of Morgan. I should have done one of Morgan. But yeah, and they don't know it's coming, so you have to put your name on it. But people show up, and we do it, I don't know, they probably don't have it here in Germany, but the show is in April, on April Fool's Day. And in the US, it's kind of a jokey day and everything, so that's when it starts. But so people come to the show, and then they see drawings of themselves they didn't know someone had done, and it's very fun. Everybody gets a good laugh, and it's every year we do that, every year after year. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the interview. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Say hi to Morgan if you see it.